Hey. All right, so this is end of day number 12 testimonial. It is, what time is it? I'm pretty sure it's probably about 10:30-ish. I'm hoping. Yeah, it's around 10:30. Um, Today was pretty laid back. The highlight of today that I want to point out is last night I said that I was going to begin to implement a sleep routine. And so I did that last night. When I was doing my testimonial last night, I think it was like before 10 or right around 10 o'clock. And yeah, because I said I was going to be in the bed by 10:30, 11 at the latest. And I said I was gonna pull all of the curtains closed in my loft. There's like these 7 huge, amazing windows on 2 walls. So there's so much amazing natural light. But at the end of the day, all of the city lights surrounding come in. And I said I was gonna pull all my curtains closed. I was going to soak my feet, do a detox bath or soak, take a hot shower, have a hot cup of ginger tea, and just implement my sleep routine. And literally the moment I got off of my testimonial, I'm sleepy, got off of the testimonial, my cell phone rang, and it was, I call her my sister, but she's like a mentor, a spiritual mentor, and a really good friend. She called, and I don't care if it's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, dark o'clock in the morning, I'm going to answer for her because I just love her so much, and I will drop what I'm doing. So we ended up talking for an hour-ish, and that just, I thought it blew my sleep routine out the water, but I was not to be deterred. I was like, I'm still going to go ahead and implement this, because I think it was still before 11 actually when I got off with her. And actually, while I was on the phone with her, I went ahead and did my foot soak, and I lit some candles, and even though I was talking, I still sat in the dark. So that started my sleep routine. Nonetheless, I got off the phone with her. I did everything I said I was going to do, and I put on, I even have that playing right now, I put on thunderstorm sounds and turn it up really loud to block out and filter out any of the sounds downstairs, outside, on the street. And let me tell y'all, I slept like a baby. I mean, I know I entered into some REM sleep last night, and I intend to do it again tonight. And this is good that I'm actually sleepy, because my body has been so wired. I have not been tired or sleepy before 11:30, 12 o'clock, 12:30, 1 in the morning since I started this program, before the program. So for me to be sleepy now, I just took a hot shower. What I did, I think about, like I said, it's just a little after 10 o'clock right now. I think the last time I looked at the clock before I came and sat down was about 10:23-ish. So that's still good for me. But I pulled all the curtains closed. As you can see, that's normally open behind me, but I pulled it closed, all of them closed. I lit candles throughout my loft and in my bathroom, which my bathroom I personally designed like a spa or a retreat anyway. I've got candles lit through there, and I turned the TV off. I stopped looking at my cell phone other than this. And I have, I don't know, the washer's going. I needed to wash something in my dog's bed. But thunderstorm sounds is playing loudly. So my sleep routine is to start basically shutting my house, my loft down, and putting it to sleep, shutting off the appliances, shutting off the electronics, closing up the curtains, which is some shut-eye. And then that's going to begin to, I guess, mess with the serotonin levels or whatever those levels are, the sleep levels, because I'm telling you, I am sleepy. So I'm not gonna stay on long with this. Today went really well. My energy levels are great. I hit all my goals as far as hydration. I learned a little bit about oil pulling and ways to put electrolytes in my body other than just drinking water, which was to take a pinch of sea salt and put it under my tongue. to get some electrolytes going. And then the oil pulling was to take just coconut oil, 100% virgin organic coconut oil, about a teaspoon, and stick it in my mouth and hold it there for between 12 to 20 minutes. That's a challenge. That was more of a challenge than you could imagine, to just, because coconut oil, depending on, if it's sat, it doesn't take very much for it to liquefy, for it to melt. It comes in a more solid form, but just the slightest amount of change in temperature begins to melt it. So mine that I had in the cabinet, I scooped it out because it was in solid form. And when you put it in your mouth, it heats it up, so it turns into liquid form, and then it mixes with the saliva and all of that. So trying to hold that in your mouth for every minute, play by play, was a challenge, because you're trying not to swallow it. My brain is going, my mouth is creating and producing more spit, which is making this a challenge. But I did it. I made it to, I said I would do at least 10 minutes. I actually made it to like 13 minutes or something, and I probably could have gone to 20, but I just want to give myself grace. It was something extremely new. I'd never done it before, and so I'm just going to build on that. But what that does is it kills toxins and pull things out of the body through the mouth. So this journey is really, really interesting. It's very educational. I spent a lot of time today catching up on my Be Resilient workbook and the video, the virtual classroom, and just that's where I learned about oil pulling and the pinch of sea salt under the tongue. So I really just did that today. My meal prep today was kind of a day where I did leftovers. I didn't really feel like getting in the kitchen and doing a whole lot of cooking or video logging, but I did get like a mid-morning video log in, which was a smoothie. Today, the menu called for a banana avocado smoothie, and I was out of bananas and spinach. And so all that left me with really literally was almond milk and an avocado, and I was not about to go in like that. So I went in my fridge, I dug in my fridge, and I found some. I had just a few blueberries left. I had like a quarter of a beet left. And so I was like, well, let me try this blueberry, what I call it, blueberry beet avocado smoothie. The color was beautiful. The taste was quite earthy from the beet, but it wasn't bad. It was not bad at all. It probably could have used a little, some honey or something like that. But I tried to, during this journey, even natural sugars, I'm trying to watch how much I do with that. So even though I had some honey in the cabinet, I opted to not put any honey in it, because again, it had a hint of sweet. It could have been a little bit sweeter. It was more earthy from the beet than sweet, but I love veggies, I love vegetables, and so I was okay with it. My best friend says I have an very eclectic palate, and I think I do. So but that was cool, because that was the last of some leftovers that I didn't want to go bad, and I just kind of threw them in there and came up with my own smoothie. I went out and did some errands today and did a little bit of grocery shopping on some things that I ran low on, or some things that I noticed I'd missed on the menu meal plan. And I got a second dog. I became a foster mom today. That has absolutely nothing to do with this journey, but she's sitting at my feet right now watching me. Usually a little bit, my Pomeranian, you'll see him come jump up in my lap, but he's got a companion right now, and that's why I got another dog. So anyway, today is the end of day 12. I am so sleepy, y'all. This is a good sign. I will check you out tomorrow in day 13. I am going to go get some shut-eye and go to sleep, and I'm gonna have another night like I had last night. The sleep routine is gonna be my jam. Good night.